I wish this gold medal belonged to me, but it does not. It belongs to the equipment manager with the Moncton Wildcats, who won it in the Czech Republic, Serge LeBlanc. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have to tell you that when the goal was scored and the mayhem started on the ice and you were out there jumping up and down, I haven't seen you that excited since 2005 when the Wildcats won the President's Cup.
Even with the President's Cup, like when we won, it felt like the job wasn't done. And when Matt Halstruck scored that goal in overtime, it was a feeling that I was so excited. Like the people that know me very well, usually I'm pretty calm, so yes. I was jumping and I was losing control of myself actually. So no, I was a pretty happy boy there.
Yeah. Well, I was screaming at you. Did you hear me?
Oh, I heard you. I heard everybody here in New Brunswick for sure.
Serge, it has to be one of the highlights of your time in hockey.
Oh, without a doubt. I've been growing up watching that tournament since I was a little boy. I remember on Boxing Day, I couldn't wait for that. What time was that game for Canada? So, no, for sure, being there was probably the most exciting time for me, the most pressurized time for me. I felt really comfortable with my job. But by me being behind the bench and having no control of the outcome was a little nerve-wracking, like to put it that way.
I'll bet you. Tell us how you got there.
Well, it all started with in 2003 when I got invited to the under-18 summer team with the national team, and it's the program of excellence it starts with the under-17 program and jumps up to the under-20s. So it took me 4 years to get where I was, but having that experience with the Super Series in August helped me out with that tournament. So I finally ended up to the under-20 World Juniors.
Could you believe it when you got the invitation to go?
You know what, like. When I got my first invite in 2003, like I said, I knew if I kept going and I kept working hard with that program every time they invited me, I knew I'd probably get a shot sometime. But when they called me, I think it was the Friday before the draft last summer when I was in Drummondville, they called me up. I was so excited when they told me the news. So I sort of expected it, but it was sort of a surprise too. So I was a pretty happy boy.
Mm-hmm. Now, Danny Flynn said he was going to ask you a question when you got back. I don't know if he has or not, so I'm going to ask it for him. You got married last summer, and he said he wondered which was more exciting, getting married or winning the gold medal.
That's a really tough question. Both were very exciting. Let's put it that way. No, like getting married is with Jeanette is wonderful. But winning that gold medal around my neck is it was a great year for me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and Jeanette was there to watch it.
She was there with her sister. They were all there, and they had a blast over there. They had some visits and everything, and they watched every game they could. And I could see her jumping up and down in the stands when we won too. So it was pretty exciting.
Okay, I want you to take us back finally to the last 2 minutes of the game. You're up 2-1, and the seconds are ticking off, and then all of a sudden the tying goal is scored. What did that do to the bench, and what happened in the interim?
Well, the bench was pretty sour. Let's put it that way. We were all getting excited, and we were hanging on and fighting for our lives. And they scored, and then there was a little sense of panic when they came in the dressing room. But Coach Hartsburg came right in the room right after the period and said, "Look, boys, that's life. They came at us hard. Now we just got to be prepared now, get in there for the overtime period, and we got to do our job and finish the job well." And then after that, the room was calm, and we can sense the players had to do their job, and there was only one thing left to do, was score a goal. So lucky for us that Matt Halstruck, like I said earlier, scored that winning goal, and everybody went ecstatic.
Yeah, well, of course, it was a typical Canadian goal, too. Pound it in, dig after it, get in front, and get it in the net.
That's right. And in Sweden, like, if you remember, they haven't lost a game in that whole tournament. So we were fighting for our lives. We knew we had to work for it, and we faced adversity all tournament long, and it wasn't given to us. And like going there, everybody thinks that it's an automatic, but it's not. You got to work for it, and the adversity with that whole team. Every game we can see right from the quarterfinals to the semifinals against the U.S. and finally came through against the Sweden.
Well, I want to tell you, everybody is proud of you, and everybody is delighted for you. Everybody that's been associated with you was on your side and on the side of Team Canada, and again, congratulations.
Well, thank you, and thank the Moncton Wildcats for letting me have the opportunity to be to the Super Series and also the World Juniors, and it's been a very exciting time and a great experience for me, and hopefully, for sure, it'll last for the rest of my life.
Indeed. Serge LeBlanc, the equipment manager with the Moncton Wildcats, who was the equipment manager in the Super Series and with Team Canada, and, of course, won this gold medal.